Hello, race fans, and welcome to the North American Fantasy ARCA series. We want to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day today, and we're here at Daytona for the inaugural race here of the NAFAS, and the guys are just wrapping up practice here, and we'll be starting qualifying in just a couple of minutes. Got a pretty good day out here today, 78 degrees air temperature. Winds are only 2 miles an hour. That won't push the cars around too much. That track temperature, though, is a toasty 103 degrees. And they're just finishing up a 1 hour practice. They'll have about 5 minutes to qualify. And we're looking at a 100 lap race today at Daytona. So we're going to go ahead and go on down to the track here and see if we see anybody coming out on track. There's a few guys coming out now. There's the 13 of Travis Ikavachi. Right behind him is the 6 machine of Josh Bearden going out for their qualifying runs. I think I saw somebody else back there behind them. There's the that's Andrew Brown in the 7 car. Looks like they have open qualifying, which means guys can come out here and draft, just like you see Bearden doing there with, I believe that's, got the guy's name. Ayakavachi. Yeah, that's going to be a tricky one. I'm going to have to learn that one. Ayakavachi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And they're getting a good draft going there, so they're obviously going to get hooked up and do a good lap time here. Guys out there by themselves, they're obviously going to be in a little bit of trouble. And here's a group of cars here. There's Tyler Sheldon right at the end. And the number 11 car there, trying to get in line. Right ahead of him there is is Colton Sanders. That's the 91 machine. Right now he's got a 48.0846. And the 11 and the 91, they're hooked up there fairly well. These guys, they won't, from what I heard, I believe it was in the drivers' meeting, they won't be doing a lot of actual bump drafting. I believe these cars don't do too well with the physical contact. The rear end actually gets lifted up in the air, so you probably won't see any bumper-to-bumper drafting today, just because of the nature of the car, how it reacts to the draft. But I'm sure they'll be keeping it as tight as possible. Colton Sanders currently 4th fastest there with the 47.361. No doubt that draft is helping him there. And Bearden, he's benefiting from the draft there of Ayakavachi. Currently on the pole. Oh, they got a little spun out there. Okay, there's Colton Sanders. Here's Patrick Hernandez in the 2 car. Currently 7th quick with the 46.983. And with less than 1 minute to go in qualifying here. There's the 8 car, Josh Warner. He's out there by himself. He got a 46.819, good enough for 6th fastest. There's a 26 machine of Gerald Ray. Now he's in the pack there. He's 9th quickest with a 46.855. trying to get a little draft in. Hell, he's on the outside line there right now, though, not getting much help. And they're actually about to wind up qualifying here. So that's about it. I'm not going to expect that that server will probably roll over. The checkered flag is out there. So we'll be rolling over to the race session momentarily. There's usually about a 2-minute gap between sessions. Looks like these guys are going to try to finish this lap. I don't think it really counts that lap now that the time is expired. Let's see if it records it here. And it did record it. That was a 47.1 though. But don't know if it was an official time. It wasn't quicker anyway, but I don't know if it would have registered as an official time if he had picked up the pace. So now we wait for the guys to roll over to the race further. I'm glad you could join us today, and don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friends and families, and hit that subscribe bell so you'll know when we go live next time here on Rice Motorsports TV. All right, waiting for the race session to start actually, and the guys they're starting the grid now, so we're gonna bring up the qualifying results here. Let's start the starting grid. On the pole, we have Josh Bearden is your pole sitter. He's right alongside Travis Icavaci. Then Jesse Prize third. Patrick Hernandez fourth position. In fifth, we have Gene Ragolski. Colton Sanders is sixth position. Seventh is Tyler Sheldon. Josh Warner eighth position. And ninth, we have Gerald Ray. Rocky Tittle rounds out the top 10. Then we have Bryson Alexander. Followed by Josh Lynn in 12th position. In 13th position, we have Jerry Hutchison. And then 14th, Nate Lynch. 15th position is Tyler Green. Andrew Kaczynski is in 16th position. In 17th, we have Andrew Brown, followed by Jerry LaRue in 18th. In 19th position, we have Cale Clifton. And next to Cale is Decker Morrow. In 21st position, we have Daniel Fields and Aaron Tribble in 22nd position. Starting 23rd is Sam Barnes. 24th position is Robert Ramsey. And last row, starting 25th, Alfred Vasseur. And 26th position, Gary Wright. So now we're waiting. The cars are gridding up now and waiting for the pace car to take them out onto the track here. 100 laps in store for us today. Beautiful Mother's Day Sunday. We're at 1:55 on the timer, and the pace car should be rolling out any second now. There we go, the start lights, and I think we're getting ready to get this show on the road. There we go. Pace car is off and the field's rolling. Josh Bearden, your pole sitter, leading the field out onto the track. Trying to get a little bit of heat in those tires. Bringing the field around now. Pace car will be pulling in this time. And they're making their way out of turn 4 there. And the pace car is in, folks. And we're green at Daytona. Everybody's off to a good start. Here leading them down into turn 1. Oh, we got a car off in the grass there. Looks like that maybe that was it Sanders or Tyler Sheldon? Couldn't see quite who that was. I thought it was the 7 car. It might have been 79. It might have been the 79 of Josh Lynn got out of position there. Managed to hold on to it though. No, we're still green. Good. He's being challenged on the outside by Aikavachi. Everybody's holding a good position here as we are on lap 2. Making their way down the backstretch. Everybody's pretty much staying nose to tail right now and, you know, just getting themselves settled in. Holding good lines. A little further back, there's Colton Sanders in 4th position. We'll start seeing which one of these lines going to work better, the high line or the low line. We got a few cars, a couple of guys might have got a little separated there. Back to 24th position, Sam Barnes, he got separated from the pack, so he's in a bit of trouble there. Going to have to play catch up. And up ahead of him there's the 16 of Decker Morrow. He's trying desperately to get onto the tail end of that lead pack there. If he can just sniff that draft, he can stay with them. As we're coming around now to get ready to start lap 4. He's just about just a half a second behind right there, and can't quite get any closer. He's right on the verge of he's probably getting just a little bit of draft. Man, he's there. He's starting to pick up now. He's starting to reel him in just a little bit, so he'll probably be catching up there. Back up towards the front. Everybody's still pretty much nose to tail. There's Rocky Tittle in 8th position. Just trying to keep the cars steady there. There's the 11 car. It looks like he might have Tyler Sheldon. He's moving around just a little bit. That wind, his wind's only 2 miles an hour, but you know, when you're going almost 200 miles an hour yourself, yeah, we're doing right now about 189, 190. Things do get a little interesting. Talladega isn't quite as wide as Daytona isn't quite as wide as Talladega, so you know you have to be a little more precise with your corner entries and maintaining you know, in those lanes and stuff. So far, so good. The field is really holding station very well. Bearden continues to lead the field. Now on lap 6 of 100. Oh, almost got some guys going around there a little bit. But everybody, that broke up the pack just a little bit. Let's look a little further back. There's Tyler Sheldon. He's in between 2 different packs. He's got the lead pack there in front of him. Going to try to hold on to those guys. And that other group got a little broken up there. Some guys got a little fishy there, and folks had to check up just a little bit. Let's go back there a little bit and see. We actually have somebody on pit road. There's Gerald Ray. Oh, okay, he must have had an off there. The system was showing him as going on pit road, and there is a caution. So we don't have any reports of anyone actually crashing. Let's look at Alfred Vasseur here and see what we can see. There's the aftermath of it, and he went sliding into the grass there. Did get some contact from somebody. Let's look at Andrew Brown, see what we see. Oh, and there were a few cars got off track there a little bit. We'll bring it back live here. Caution on lap 7 of 100. And so far, that was the only car I saw. Well, actually, nobody went into the pits. One car, he spun down towards the pits, and the system thought he was actually pitting, but he just spun down into the infield there. So, Bearden's caught up with the pace car now. And only 7 laps on the books. I halfway doubt they will go in pit, but we'll see. As the leader goes, so will everybody else most likely. And is he really going to go? Or is he trying to pull one? And he goes, and actually not everybody goes. Some folks electing to stay out. Bearden on pit road. Now we're going to start playing that fuel mileage game because they were doing a really good job there. And I tell you, if they have a long green flag run next time around, that's really going to catch some guys out. And there's several guys. There's Tribble. He's on his way back out. Josh Warner, he's getting service done on his car. There's Gerald Ray. He had a little contact with somebody there. There's Decker Maurer. He on his way out in the 16 machine. So now we have Travis Iacovacci is now your new leader here on lap 8. We'll see if the lights go out on the pace car this time around. Field is forming behind him. And we saw, I think that was Sheldon there. We saw blink out just a little bit, and then folks been doing. We didn't see anybody really blinking. You know, every now and then you'll have a guy may have a little bit of a connection issue, and I tell you, on a track like this, boy, you do not want a car blinking out in front of you. And of course, there's nothing they can really do about it. But yeah, so we'll see what happens here. And I believe the lights are out on the pace car, so we'll be going green on lap 10. 90 laps remaining, and of the guys that pitted, everybody that came in, looks like Patrick Hernandez, both him and Aaron Tribble, they pitted among the leaders that pitted. They're back as far as 11th position and going on back. And there's Tribble and Hernandez, and also Gene Rogulski, he pitted. Colton Sanders, he also pitted, and it looks, from the looks of it, about half the field pitted and half the field didn't. Your leader, Josh Bearden, he's way back in 23rd position. But we get another long green flag run here. That could definitely change things. Pace cars heading now in the middle of 3 and 4. You're watching the North American ARCA Fantasy Series here on Rice Motorsports TV. Pace car is in, and we got the green, and we're racing again on lap number 10. Here, Cavachi takes him down to turn 1. Tyler Shelton is making a move on the outside in that lever machine. Doesn't have a whole lot of help. The 14's trying to get there, but the 13 and the 33 are getting hooked up pretty good there now. Rocky Tittle, he's right there, and somebody just dove down to the inside lane. Not sure exactly who that was. The 14 car, I believe, Jerry Hutchison. He said, I'm going to get down to this inside line to see what happens down here. They're getting in line now. Folks, looks like more people are starting to move down to that inside line. They may be abandoning that outside line for the moment. Turtle, he's still staying onto the back of Aya Cavachi there. Trying to stay as close as he can in the draft without making contact. As we mentioned earlier, you know, that is not a good thing for these cars. That may actually help him with his fuel mileage a little bit. He should be able to lift just slightly. Oh boy, and wow, they're really spread out in the back there. Not a whole bunch of cars. There were folks in the grass. And we do have a caution. We have several cars involved here. Let's see. Let's go back and look at Gary Wright, see if we can see what happened. This Wright in the 35 car, he got looked like he got hit from the rear there, and oh boy, a lot of cars got tore up. Here, let's look on board here with Andrew Kaczynski, the 81 car. Heavy damage on the 81 machine. Let's see what we see from Andrew Brown here. Now he sees it happening in front of him, and he's trying to get through, and oh, he almost made it through. And just did get caught up right at the last moment. Tough break for the 7 machine. We'll take it back live here along with that 7 car is tore up. You can see the 91 there as well. The 81 of Kaczynski. He's also has some heavy damage there. They have Daniel Fields in the 55 machine. He's in for damage. Now, I haven't seen anybody use a fast repair. When we get a chance, we're going to talk with the league honor, Josh Bearden, and find out how many fast repairs do they have, if they have any. And more cars coming in the pit road now. There's Sanders. Clifton, he's in for servicing. Jerry LaRue, he's bringing the 64 machine in. We know they have at least one because he used that one. Some of the guys came in and either they forgot to check their fast repair or they were trying to go without using it. But some of those cars are tore up so bad, they may spend a lot of time on the pits. Alfred Vassor, man, he's tore up. I hope he's going to use this. There he is. I was saying, I hope he used the fast repair. That 19 was tore up. And so now they're going to get going again. There's Josh Bearden. Now he's up to 6th position. But now this is going to kind of level the field once again a little bit. Now he did not pit again. You know, they stayed out this time just to get that track position. So, but it's only been maybe a couple of laps. So it won't offset too bad here. Let's see. And we've got Josh there. Let's see if we can bring him in the broadcast booth quickly here.
Long way to go.
Hey,
Let's just click off laps.
hey, Josh, it's Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
How you doing, man? Yeah, I saw you got that early pit stop and got to the back, but hey, this is what happens, and you get right back up there.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm actually having to turn race volume down. Yeah, we had that wreck early, and I just decided to come down pit road and change tires and go to the back, and I'm glad I did because I would have been caught up in that big one if I'd have stayed out. But got through it the best I can. Don't think I got any damage. We'll get restarted and going here again. See what happens.
Yeah, and the guys they were doing pretty good there. Everybody was staying in line there, and maybe somebody just got a little out of shape there. And it doesn't take much here at Daytona.
Yeah, I think what happened was the 11 car just kind of drifted up a little bit and may have hit somebody. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. But I think the plan is on this restart for everybody to try and get single file and just click off some laps. So you get 85 laps to go, long race. Just need to click off laps and settle.
Absolutely, I'm going to put you on back up to race control there. We're getting ready to restart here, I believe. So good luck. We'll talk to you later on.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. Appreciate you broadcasting this, man. Thanks for all you're doing.
10-4, thank you. That's Josh Bearden. He's the league owner, and got the guys here today running the ARCA cars and stuff, and everybody's enjoying them. And hope you're enjoying the racing so far. Getting the lights are out on the pace car, and we're getting ready to go green again here, folks. Pace car's well out of 4, waiting for him to dive down on the pit road. There he goes. And we'll take it back up to your leader, Kavachi. Now they got green again, and we're racing. You're on lap 15. Like Bearden said, 85 laps to go. A lot of racing in store here. There's Patrick Hernandez up in the 3rd position. Probably going to try to stay in line here and get some laps under the belt. And we saw a lot of guys, they were starting to move down to the inside line anyway. And those first couple of restarts, the guys were staying up, running both the high and low line. But that hot low line may be the preferred line at the moment. And we'll see how things shake out later on in the race. Now we're showing somebody else is in the pits. Sam Barnes, he came into the pits on the green flag. Not sure what happened for him to have to come in under a green flag pit stop. You don't want to do that if you can help it. They overshot just a little bit. Going to look like he's just getting tires and fuel. Maybe he's trying to anticipate maybe another upcoming caution at some point. Meanwhile, Jerry Hutcherson in the 14 car running 8th position. You can see everybody's pretty single file there. There's Josh Warner in the 9 machine. Like he's trying to run that. Well, that's showing. He's showing 8 on the car. Let's see, unless I just looked at it wrong. Yeah, I did look at it wrong. My bad. I said 9. He's actually car number 8. And look at Josh Bearden did run up to the high line there. See if he's going to try his luck on that high line. Let's see how that works for him. Now he might have moved out from behind the guy that might have been getting just a little squirrely there. And now he's back to the inside. Trying to get by the 72 of Jesse Prize there. making their way down the backstretch on lap 18. And a good number of cars there, in that lead pack for sure. I'd say it's about maybe 14 or so. Here's 11th place, Josh Lynn. He's well into that group. Here's the 10 car of Gene Ragulski, running 14th. And he's just not quite at the tail end of that group. There's Decker Morrow. He's getting back towards the tail end of that group now. He's going to want to catch up just a little bit because he's got Cale Clifton behind him, and they're trying to keep each other in a draft, but they need to catch that front group there if they can. It does take a while for the laps to click off, but if once you get into it, before you know it, half the race is going to be gone. Oh, we do have somebody blinking up there just a little bit. Let's move up a little closer so we can see. Guys have been having pretty good connection so far. That can be a nerve-wracking thing when a car is blinking right in front of you. There's a 19 car Alfred Vasseur running 10th position. Trying to hold on in that high line there. As we come down to start lap 21. Almost a quarter of a way through the race already. Josh Warner, yeah, he's up to the 6th position. And the guys, they're pretty much staying nose to tail right now because they need to get some laps here. And some of these guys, that fuel strategy is going to kind of come into play a little bit if this thing stays green, because some of the guys that didn't pit, you probably see like a small group of cars peeling off probably roughly around the same time. You don't want to really pit by yourself. Hopefully, maybe some of these guys will come in at the same time. Even if it's only 2 or 3, it's better than being out there by yourself. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Tyler Green, 15th position in the 44 machine. He's holding well to the back of the group. Rustling that car out of turn 4 as we go to lap 23 here. And he's holding about 2/10 behind Ragulski there. He might want to drop there. He dropped down to that inside line because there wasn't really anybody in front of him to draft from, and don't want to lose that draft if you can help it. Trying to get a little bit of a run there on Ragulski. Oh, we got somebody was down low. Not sure who that was. Looks like it might have been Gary Wright. He might have got down too low. I smoked him. Wow, he might have blew his motor. Oh boy, that's not good. The motor, well, is it running or is it just winding down? If you notice, I saw a puff of smoke there. Boy, that might have been the death knell for the 35 car if he doesn't have a fast repair, and he'd have to also, hopefully he can make it back to his pit. He's rolling along. And just hearing the leaders go by or a couple other cars, and did he make it? Is that his stall? He's trying to get there. and I don't know. So we'll go back to the leaders. There they go by now. Yeah, Kavachi is still your leader there, with Nate Lynch, Rocky Tittle, Jesse Prize, Patrick Hernandez, Josh Warner, Jerry LaRue, I'm sorry, and Alfred Vasseur, Colton Sanders. They're your top 10. They're jockeying around in position. We do have another caution. Let's see. Not exactly sure what was the cause of that caution. Now Gary Wright, let's see, he's not in the pits. In fact, he's not even showing. He might have. Let's see, Wright. Yeah, he has retired the car, so he's no longer in contention here. We're not showing any reports now. We're showing a report that Vasseur crashed. Let's go back and see if that was from just now. These guys are coming out of the pits. Oh, and he just lit it up coming out of the pits. I don't know if that triggered the caution or not. It may have. Let's go back live here. I'm sure he's in 10th place. That might not have been the cause of it. That might have just been him from that last caution. Because we're not showing anybody actually crashed. And got some folks coming in. Nate Lynch, he's coming in, followed by Patrick Hernandez. Let's see. Jesse Prize, he's in. Josh Warner's in. There's Kai Clifton. He stayed out. He's going to move up the order. He's in 7th position now. Jerry Hutchison, he's in. Several of the guys in. And the guys that Kavachi stayed out, along with Rocky Tittle, Josh Bearden, he's back up to the front there. He pitted that first time, stayed out the second time, and he's staying out this time as well. And it's a little bit of a chess game. You look at your, you look how many, what kind of fuel mileage you get, how many laps can you go on a tank of fuel, but then you have to kind of balance that to like how many cautions, and those caution laps, boy, that really helps your fuel mileage. And from the sounds of it, he might be dropping her in the neutral and just coasting a bit, even shutting the motor down, which is what some of the guys do to save fuel and to combat not pitting, to make up for staying out on the track. Because every time you do that, that's helping your fuel mileage. And Jerry LaRue, the 64 machine. Hey, that's my number. Yeah. That's the number that I run when I race and stuff. So, yeah, he's up in top 5 there. It looked like the 2 machine Hernandez looked like he started to go down, and now he's staying out. At first it showed him going into the pits, but I guess maybe he changed his mind. There's Aaron Tribble. He's making his way onto the pits. Right into his pit stall. Good stop there. Didn't have to back up or anything. Probably going to get 4 tires in fuel. And be ready for the next run. There's Tyler Green, currently running 6th position. We're on lap 27 of 100, just over a quarter of the way. And nobody else is on pit road. Now, the leader, Travis Iacovacci, him and Rocky Tittle have not pitted at all through these 3 or 4 cautions here. They have stayed out the entire time. So their tires are the original tires they started the race on, and also the same tank of fuel. And they're going to roll those dice and see how far they can push this thing. Maybe next time they may see them come into pit road, and sometimes that's a gamble you're willing to take, especially early on in the race. Because even if you get out of sync, if you get another caution, then of course you can come in and you'll be right. At least you'll be in sync with the leaders, or and of course if someone decides to stay out, then it will reverse and they'll be the one that will be out of sync. So it's just kind of a chess match there. You look at how many laps are left and kind of decide what you want to do fuel strategy wise. Lights are out on the pace car as they make their way around through turns 1 and 2. And nobody is on pit road. Everybody's out now. So far we only have 3 retirements. Looks like that's Gary Wright, Andrew Kaczynski, and Fields. Don't see his first name here, but yeah, he's the 3 that are retired. And we got somebody in the chat saying maybe the 79 was involved, was the culprit in that last incident. Of course, the race admins will be reviewing the race afterwards and find out who did what. Pace car is getting ready to come in now. Let's go to the front here. And we're going green, and the green flag is in the air on lap 28. Rocky Tittle, he's looking for that lead. He said, he's got down to the inside of Kavachi. Kavachi, he's a little bit in trouble there. Josh Bearden's on the inside. The 91 of Colton Sanders is on the outside, but he's not really up there to give Kavachi he's not up there to give Rocky Tittle any help. Tittle is the one that's on the outside. He got hung out to dry there just a little bit. Can he get down in line there? And he's still hanging on the outside there, kind of stuck up there. He's kind of in no man's land right now, and there's a little bit of a gap there right behind the 64 car, but whether or not he can get in there is remains to be seen. There's the 91 of Colton Sanders. He's trying to catch he's right behind the top 5 there. There's the 8 car, Josh Warner, going right on by on the outside. They really blew by on the outside there that time. Looked like he was taking Patrick Hernandez right with him, trying to get up there to the front. I know Patrick, I know he's a hard charger boy. He's going to, if he gets opportunity, he's going to get up there. And he's right there with him, currently showing in 7th position. Pretty much staying in line now. Kavachi, he did manage to hold on to the lead there. And Rocky Tittle, he's up there on that high line. Josh Bearden to the inside, trying to get some help there from the 8 car, Josh Warner. They were so close that time. The lead actually went to Tittle that time. He's got a nose ahead of the 13 car, but they're kind of trading it back and forth. As they go into the backstretch, boy, he's getting down there a little low on that inside line. These cars are being buffeted around here at Daytona. Warner, he's losing a little bit of pace to the 33 car. And look at that, and there goes the 19 of Vasseur. He moved right up there into the fourth position. Vasseur, now you're scoring between third and fourth as they jockey for position. They're so close that position number will probably change quite a bit as they're kind of bouncing back and forth. Boy, they're getting close there. The 33 and the 13. Vasseur trying to push Tittle forward. I'm sorry, that's Iacovacci. I keep wanting to get their numbers mixed up. Tittle on the outside. Iacovacci's on the inside. Can't quite push him ahead of the 13. We're now lap 34. We're starting to get a little closer to halfway point here, folks. Vasseur is right behind the 33. Bearden is trying to push the 13. Got the 16, the 64, Jerry LaRue, currently showing in sixth position. Make that fifth as they jockey for position. That time across the line, they gave the lead to Tittle there. Now he's got looks like he's got Vasseur almost right on his tail. I bet you if he could push him, he surely would. But as we mentioned earlier, these cars do not like being pushed from the rear, and that would be bad news for everybody. They're just slightly making their move ahead of the 13. But that was something toward the end of the race that might work for them. Oh no, and there goes Vasseur. Oh, this is going to be bad. Big wreck. Cars going everywhere. And we do have several cars involved here. There's a 26. Caution is out. There's a 22, Sam Barnes. Looks like he's having some problems. His motor don't sound too good there. Let's take a look at Alfred Vasseur. He was right in the middle of that when that happened. Let's slow it down here. There's Vasseur, and looks like he got together there. Who is that? The 13. And once he's going sideways, oh boy! And that's all she wrote there. There's a 64. He has nowhere to go. LaRue, he might have managed to get by actually. Guys going left and right. There's a 72, tore up, heavy damage for the 72, Jesse Prize. Wow, that 72 machine really caught it. He looks like one of the worst cars to take on the damage. Let's take it back live here. He comes on pit road now. Hopefully he has a fast repair. Because ever somebody needed a fast repair, he needs one now. Yep, there he goes. Got that 72 machine back together. That's put him in the back of the order. He'll be starting back there 19th at the moment as he exits pit road. And he's the only guy on pit road at the moment. I mean, there's your leaders coming in. Now Tittle, he stayed out. He elected to stay out again. He hasn't pitted yet. And there's Josh Bearden. He's staying out, but he's pitted one time at least. Travis Iacovacci, he is one of the only other guys who has not pitted at all, and he said, "Okay, we're going to come on down and get some fresh tires and top this thing off with fuel." We're starting to get close to the halfway point. He went 38 laps, so that may play to his favor later on. There's Nate Lynch. He's taking off. He's heading on out the pits. Gene Rogulski making his way back out, currently in 11th position. There's Decker Morrow making his way out. Alfred Versor oh man, Alfred, he didn't have he may have used a fast repair already. And from the looks of that car, wow, he may be on pit road for quite some time. And looking in the chat here, we got I believe this may be a family member for Travis. Give a shout out there to Taylor Iacovacci, wishing good luck to his brother, I believe. Travis is in 13th position at the moment. He was up there battling hard with the leader, and we'll see how this thing shakes out later on in the race. Still quite a ways to go. Not quite halfway just yet. Until now, the lights are still on the pace car, so we will have one more lap of caution here. Oh, and thank you there. Thank you, Taylor Iacovacci. That's how we pronounce his name, the 13 car. Yeah, thank you. And definitely, folks, hey, if you hear me mispronounce somebody's name, go ahead and shout it out on the chat here. If I get a chance, I'll see it. And, we definitely want to pronounce folks' names just right. So, yeah, Travis Iacovacci, currently running 13th position. The lights will be going out, I would think, on the pace car this time around. Tittle, Bearden, LaRue, Hernandez, Lynn, Tyler Green, Jerry Hutchison, Bryson Alexander, Kai Clifton, and Colton Sanders are your top 10. You're watching the North American Fantasy ARCA Series here on Rice Motorsports TV. Tittle bringing the field around now. Now, that's weird because it's showing, I don't know why it's showing Tyler Sheldon as the leader. That's interesting. Unless, iRacing does some weird things sometimes. Now, I'm wondering if he's not showing a lap down, or, you're thinking maybe he was a lucky dog or something going around. I didn't see where he was when the caution came out. But, yeah, he's zipping around the track like he's trying to make up a lap. And timing and scoring is showing him as the leader, but we're going to go back to Tittle here. The lights are out on the pace car. And they're making their way into turn 3. So something seems a little weird right there, that it would be showing Tyler Sheldon as the leader. Pace car is getting ready to pace car is in, and now we see Sheldon is sitting on the back stretch. We're going green. There's Sheldon. So something happened. Maybe he wasn't supposed to go, and he's been told to wait apparently. So this is Rocky Tittle there. We'll see how it works out here. Boy, that's going to be interesting. How in the world is Sheldon going to get going? We're going to have to watch this. And here they come, coming out of turn 2. There's Sheldon. Is he going to just sit there? He may have to sit there and wait for the field to go by, perhaps. Here they come. And there they go. And there goes Sheldon. Boy, and he's just now, oh, and see, he's trying to go too hard to get going. And he's just going to get completely left by the group there. Meanwhile, Josh Bearden is your leader once again. He's got Hernandez, Tittle, and LaRue, and Lynn, the top 5 there. The top 3 are pretty much nose to tail. They're approaching the halfway point now, lap 42. Looks like our retirements have increased to 5. Ramsey and Fasura are also now put it behind the wall, leaving 21 cars in contention. As we're now on lap 43. And these guys are probably going to, they're probably going to be working together here. These guys have raced together before, particularly Bearden and Hernandez. And Rocky Tittle, he's one of the newer faces I've seen. He's right now, he's probably just going to stick right behind those leaders. Oh, and I'm not sure if he meant to go up there. He might have just pushed up going, coming out of 4 there. The cars do push up a little bit sometimes. We see them coming out of 2 or coming out of 4. Of course, that can be very interesting. You've got somebody to your outside. Now lap 44 of 100, getting very close to the halfway mark. There's the 79 of Josh Lynn. He's trying to get some help on that outside line. He's battling with LaRue there in the 64 machine. Trying to get a little bit of a push there. I want to say, that may be the 8 car Josh Warner behind him there. Everybody's pretty much in single file here. Four laps away from the halfway point. Let's look a little further back. There's the 88 of Aaron Tribble. pretty much staying in line there. Beard and Hernandez trying to push the issue here a little bit. And Tittle, he's in a little bit of trouble there now. He doesn't really have anybody behind him. And the 64 is staying down on the inside line behind Hernandez. Boy, they got a little close there. But to his credit, he's doing pretty good to hang with those two guys that are in the draft by himself on the outside line. There's Travis. Yeah, he's back there a little further now. And Yakovaci, he's still back now. He's 15th position. Hasn't been able to really make any ground up since he got further back in the field. Of course, you know, as how it is on these plate tracks, you pretty much just have to stay in line. Trying to keep in touch with the 10 car of Ragulski. Aerodynamics are oh so critical at these super speedways. Meanwhile, back up the front, LaRue continues to try to hold on to third position there from Tittle. You got the 8 car Josh Warner behind Rocky. Doing all he can to get up there to the 33 car. As we come to the line here, we will be on our Josh Bearden will lead them down. And we're now officially at the halfway point, 50 laps in, 50 to go. And some of these fuel strategies will start to come into play here. And you just have to be patient and get yourself in the right position, and pretty much almost right to almost the last lap, before you can really make a move. Because if you do something too soon and you get hung out to dry, boy, that's that can end bad for you there, and won't have any time to make up for it. And we do have a caution. Caution is out as you cross the line for lap 51. Oh no, and it looks like, oh no, the two guys that were two of our hard chargers. Oh, there's Yakovaci, and he got up into the wall, hard into the wall. Oh, the 33 machine got tore up. And I know he didn't want to be back there, and just both him and the 33 of Tittle. Let's look at it from Tittle's perspective and see what we can see what happened there. Let's slow it down here. It looks like Tittle, I don't know, he might have had a little help there. He got sideways and up into the wall, and here comes the 13 car, absolutely nowhere to go. And that's just very unfortunate for both of those guys. They were putting on a good show right up at the front. And, oh, boy, Rocky Tittle, his car is all tore up. He's already used his faster pair, so He's going to be there a good little while there. And here comes your leaders, Josh Bearden, followed by Hernandez. There's Warner, Jerry LaRue in the 64 coming in, 88 of Aaron Tribble. Yakavachi, he's still out there. I wonder if he had already had pitted or not, but he's still out there. And right now he's in the second position. So because you can see the damage on the right side of the car, and that might have been the only damage that he actually had. Let's see if we can go back and look at his replay there slowly. Let's look on board here with him. And now he sees stuff happening in front of him. And there goes Tittle going sideways. And before he actually gets there, now Travis, he's trying to decide which way to go. He's going to try to move up a little bit, and looks like he moves up a little bit too much. He tags the wall. Now, does the 26 car hit him? And I don't think anybody actually hit him at all. And I think what it was, he came to a stop right in front of the 33. Let's roll it at the normal speed here. And he managed to get on the brakes, and he did stop just as he was about to hit the 33, but I don't believe he made contact. So, yeah, that was that was a super lucky break for the 13, and he stayed out with that side damage and just got himself in the second position. But you got to wonder, is that side damage on that car, is that going to hurt him on the restart? Now we're about to hit lap 53 of 100 here. Did you know how important aerodynamics are? Let's take a look at his right front. Yeah, you can see a bit of damage there for sure on that right front. The right rear doesn't look too bad. It's pretty much just going down that right side of the car. The other side of the car looks to be pretty good. Left front, that's clean. So maybe he might have just got away with one. Yakavachi now back up to the first position. 47 laps to go in this event. Let's see, the lights. They still on the pace car. They're still on the pace car, so they'll be going around once again. Let's see. There's the two-car Patrick Hernandez. Let's look and see if he's in the chat server at all. I'm gonna try to bring him up here. Hey, Patrick, Tony Rice in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, you got you loud and clear.
Yeah, man, I tell you, boy, a little wild ride out there, and you got yourself in a good position now.
My number 2 Charger is a rocket today. I'm trying to race as smart as I can, keep the car clean, not burn my only fat repair. Man, but this has been nerve-wracking, having a car pushing on the back, then another guy on my right squeezing me to the yellow line. Man, it's tough, but
Yeah, I tell you, Daytona is a bit of a tight track, a little different from Talladega, isn't it?
yeah, man, it's like a roulette, you can do anything right, but then someone in front of you do something wrong, and then there goes your race. Again, I'm trying to race as smart as I can, keep the car clean, and I hope in the last 5 laps, I have something to fight for the win, because my car is pretty fast today.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like the lights are out on the pace car. You guys heading down the backstretch, and I'll put you back down to the general channel. And but yeah, good luck for the rest of the race, man. Who knows? Maybe we'll be talking to you later.
Hey, Tony, have a nice one.
All right, now. And that's Patrick Hernandez there, currently running second position. And like he said, it's a it's a chess match, and you gotta be there at the end. No matter what you do the rest of the race, you gotta make sure that you're there, at least there at the end. This is going to be interesting because he's got the 13 Yokovachi on the inside, and and that car definitely has some damage. And oh boy, he might be in the right place because I'm wondering how the 13 is going to get off the line. We're about to find out. Pace car is in, and we've got a green flag, and we're racing once again. Hernandez dropping the hammer. He may have a little bit of an aerodynamic advantage on the 13. We'll see. And he just did get down into the front of the 13 to lead the race. Josh Bearden and the 25 and Nate Lynch are all around the 13. Now they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do here. Look at the 25 and Nate Lynch on the outside. Getting a very good run on the 2 car. 91 of Colton Sanders is right there as well. Josh Bearden right back there in a 5th or 6th position there. Right now showing 6th as they cross the line. Now on lap 56 of 100. 25 and Nate Lynch, he's hanging tough on the outside. Got the 91 trying to get up there and push him. There's a bit of a gap there. The 13 of Travis Yokovachi, he's hanging in there, folks. They didn't exactly blow by him. That damage on the side of the car may not be hurting him all that much. Here we go to start lap 57. Hernandez, Lynch, Yokovachi in 3rd position. On the 8 of Josh Warner, he's sitting there trying to stay in contact with the 25, push him if he can. He's getting a bit of a draft there. He's pulling up alongside the 2 car. Oh, and they're shuffling around, and the 25 dropped right down in front of the 2. And now Hernandez has moved himself up to the front, to the high side of the track. Nate Lynch, and I'm about to say Nate Lynch is going to hold on for that lead, but here goes the 2 of Patrick Hernandez trying to fight back. The 13 of Yokovachi trying to do what he can to help the 25 to push them both forward. About 42 laps remaining in this 100-lap event. About the top 12 cars, they're staying pretty nose to tail, still staying nose to tail there. Yokovachi, he has nobody. He's got a little bit of a gap between him and who is that? The 91 car. You got the 8 car of Josh Warner up on the high side. Oh no! Big pile up. Oh, the 2 car. Who made it through there? I know one guy made it through there is Travis Yokovachi. How about that, folks? Huge pileup. Yokovachi back to the lead once again. If he has a faster pair, who knows? He may still, the way he's running right now, he may still be able to hold on to it. Oh, man, heartbreak for the 2 machine. let's take a look at let's see Colton Sanders here. Let's see where he was. Now they're already showing him there. Let's look at Patrick Hernandez. Man, he's already past we're past the point where the accident happened. We'll take it back live here. Let's see. Josh Lynn, he's coming on the pit road. Boy, heavy damage there on the 79 car. Oh, man, the right front's not even turning. Good grief. I hope he has a fast repair. I believe they only have one. The right front just hanging on. He couldn't even stop in his pit stall. There, he finally made it. Does he have a fast repair? Oh, my goodness, it looks like he does not. Man, he's going to be there he might be there for the rest of the race, folks. There's Josh Warner. He's in getting service. The 8 car doesn't look that bad. Colton Sanders in 91, he was right up there. He got some right rear damage. Looked like he's going to live with it for the time being. Or actually, it may not be that bad. Maybe that was just my eyes. Looking from this angle, it looks like it's knocked up just a little bit there. And it is a little bit of damage. You just couldn't see it from that rear camera view, onboard view. And here come a bunch more of the leaders here. There's Josh Prize. There's Jesse Prize and Josh Bearden coming in. There's Nate Lynch. There's Jerry LaRue. He's on 64 machine, getting a little bit of a beating there now. There's Tyler Green in the 44 car. Aaron Tribble just outside of the top 10 on pit road. It's got some pretty good damage there on the hood. He may be there for a while. Meanwhile, up on the pace lap, and who is that with their hood up in the air? Let's see. Let's go back and see. That is Andrew Brown. That's not good. Oh my goodness. How is he driving that car? Wow. He's got to be looking out the side window, folks. Wow. Obviously going to have to come into pit road and get some hood pins for the 7 car. The lights are still on the pace car, so he will get a chance to come in. It's too bad he's in 13th position right now. And he is showing he's actually at the tail end of the lead lap. And I'm not sure if he would have been the lucky dog or not. Probably not, since he obviously was involved in that caution. So there may be someone else going around to get that taken care of. Let's see if he can get to his pit stall, find his marks to even stop the car. Man, how is he going to see his pit crew coming down pit road? He can't see anything. He may have a countdown. Did he make it? There he is right there. And he's getting tires. Must not have a fast repair, but hopefully they're putting some hood pins in that 7 car. Keep that sucker down. That is one of the first times I think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever seen the hood fly up on the car like that in iRacing before. That was the first. You saw it right here, Rice Motorsports TV, folks. Aaron Tribble, he's still on pit road there. Andrew Brown, that's who we were just looking at. Josh Lynn, yeah, he's going to be there for quite a bit. Kai Clifton, he's having some kind of work done on the car, and the car doesn't look too bad. He maybe is just there getting as much work done as possible. Back up to your leader, the 13, Travis Giacovacci. I'm wondering. Let's see. The lights on the pace car here. Let's see. The lights are still on, so we'll have one more lap. Let's go and look and see if Travis is in the server anywhere. I don't see him. Well, that'd be pretty cool to pull him up into the broadcast booth. You know, he's got friends, family cheering him on, man. You know, that's always nice to know. But maybe we'll get him next race. Lights are out this time, and we'll be going green on lap 64. Rogalski, he's also retired now, put the car behind the wall. That brings our retirements up to 6. Now 20 cars remain in contention. And right now we're showing, we're showing 15 on the lead lap. I guess Tribble must be on the tail end of the lead lap. And there he is. He might have got the lucky dog. He's coming around now. Making his way around to try to, I'm not sure where he's going. He's currently showing 15th. Coming around to catch up to the back of the field. That's what it was. Now, they may have also got a wave around because they might have been in front of the leaders. Let's give a shout out to the 44 car, Tyler Green. Somebody in chat, hey, his screen name's Call Me Ugly. Hey, I'm not calling you ugly. It said that's his best friend. He's cheering you on there, Tyler. Okay, here we go. Back up to the front. We're racing once again. Lap 64. Let's see what the 13 has got here. The 22 is Sam Barnes. He's not playing around. He's trying to get up there and do what others have not been able to do, and that's truly beat the 13. Oh, wow. Jesse, who is that? Jesse Prize. Oh, man, he got airborne. That car is destroyed. Caution lap 64, and without a doubt, that's got to be the end of the day for Prize there. No doubt whatsoever. He's probably towing back to the pit road. Sayo Cavachi, he managed to survive that, and Sam Barnes, I guess he crossed the line first, so now he's scored as your leader. So he'll get that inside position on the restart. And we've seen guys be strong on the outside too. And we appreciate our fans, the race fans coming in and watching the race and stuff, and we hope we're putting on a good show for you here and hope you're enjoying it. And don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friends and families, and hit that subscribe so you'll know the next time we go live here at Rice Motorsports TV. You're watching the North American Fantasy ARCA Series. Barnes bringing them down now. I'm guessing he has to catch up with the pace car. Where's the pace car? I guess the pace car is way down there. He's somewhere. I thought he would have caught up to him already. And there was some other guys. There might be some lapped cars going past him. I'm wondering if that may be the pace car right there. And I believe it is. Yep, that's the pace car. And I believe the lights will be going out this time. This will be lap 67 when we cross the line. Actually, I think we already crossed the line. It's lap 66, and we're going to have one more lap of caution here. And we got some guys on pit road. There's Josh Warner getting some work done. Nate Lynch, he's still on pit road. I could have sworn I just saw the 64 car. No, that was somebody else on pit road. There's Jerry Hutchinson. I could have sworn I saw his hood flapping in the breeze. Josh Bearden, he's still up there at the front. In the third spot, he's followed by Tyler Green, running in fourth place. "34 laps remaining." Been a pretty good race so far. We've had some good long green flag runs, and the cars are the guys are as they get closer to the end, they're starting to get up on the wheel and race a little harder here, and you can almost expect things to happen. Back up to your leader there, Barnes. There's some looks like some lap cars, or maybe folks that are supposed to be getting a wave around, or maybe a lucky dog or something. And it looks like the restart has been may have been called off again to get cars reordered where they're supposed to be. That may be why, because boy, that was quite a few cars involved that time. And right now we're showing 15 cars on the lead lap. And Patrick Hernandez, he's in pit road, decided to come in. I'm just going to get some tires now. He is on the lead lap. He's down in 14th at the moment. And we'll see if he can make his way to the front and stay out of trouble. Being in that mid-pack is starting to become a little bit of a dangerous thing. Now we have Colton Sanders. He's coming in. Some guys coming in here late, deciding to go ahead and I guess top off with the fuel and maybe get some fresh tires, because you never know, the thing could stay green to the end. Folks, they've got the best fuel mileage and got the right fuel strategy. Will be looking good. Now it's showing Sanders. Here we go again. It's showing Sanders as the leader. I think iRacing is doing something weird, because I'm pretty sure Barnes is the leader, because he's right behind the pace car, and it's scoring Sanders as the leader. And wasn't that odd when we saw, I forgot who that was, someone had to stop on the backstretch and wait for the field to come around. It makes me wonder what's going to happen here. Is Sanders, he might just go up and catch up to the back of the field. He may have to do the same thing. And see, he's slowing down. He's going to have to do the same thing. He's just going to have to wait for them. He's sitting right there almost in the middle of 3 and 4, which might be the best thing, because they will have not taken the green flag yet. So at least the field will go by. At least he can get up to speed before they get a full head of steam going, and hopefully not get left by everybody. Boy, this is really interesting. I've never seen this happen before. He shouldn't back up like that, because you could get black flag going and in reverse too much. He should just stay right there. Let's look and see if we see. Here comes the field, and Sanders is better off just sitting there waiting for them to come by. We'll see what happens. I would not back up. Okay, there goes the field, and we'll probably be going green. So the lights are out on the pace car. And Sanders, he's getting up to speed. He needs to hustle. There he is. He's making his way back up to catch the field. Barnes, your leader. Pace car is off. Here we go. Restart lap 68. Green flag's in the air, and we're racing at Daytona. Oh, no. What happened? Super pileup on the restart. Okay, we're going to have to go back and see what happened there. Looks like all of your front runners made it through. Let's go to Colton Sanders, see if we can see what's going on here. Now that whatever happened in front of him. Looks like the 44 was involved. I'm sorry, not the 44, the 64. Let's go to LaRue here, see if we can see what happened. Let's slow it down here. Let's go to roof cam. Okay, he's already getting turned. Something happened there. Let's roll it back a little bit, see if we can see what's going on there. There's a 64 and there's a 44 on the outside. And it looks like he just turns up into the 44. Saw some smoke come out of the back of his car. He might have missed the shift and blew the motor. That's what I'm kind of thinking what happened, and that caused that chain reaction. We did see smoke come out of the back of the car just as he started to go sideways. Oh, man, collects the 26 right there. Oh, wow, he's still hitting folks. And, yeah, LaRue, he looks like he's put the car behind the wall as well. So that's the end of the day for LaRue. Barnes, he's still your leader. Josh Bearden, second position. And, yeah, 13, Travis Yokavachi hanging in there. He's followed by the 88 of Aaron Tribble. And Rocky Tittle. And look at Tittle. Now his car is going up in the air. His hood is up in the air. Man, the iRacing is going to have to fix that. I've never seen so many cars have a hood come up in the air like that. That is such an unnecessary pit stop. That is going to be a waste of a position. He's currently in 5th position, and if he didn't have to pit, he probably would not, but he obviously is going to have to. Wow. Unbelievable. And here we are, lap 70. You know that here comes the 33. Get down to his pit stall as safely as he can. Other than that, the car looks pretty good. I don't know if he had already used a fast repair. The car looks pretty clean. I'm surprised the hood popped up. The hood's down. And I sincerely hope he's not having to use a fast repair just for that. Go ahead and throw 4 Goodyear tires on there. He has nothing to lose now. And Colton Sanders, he decided to come on in as well. And Decker Morrow, he's on his way back out. There's Jerry Hutchison. Oh, he's still having a lot of work done. Nate Lynch, he's been there for a while as well. Andrew Brown, and he's been on the pit road for a while. There's Bryson Alexander. He just came in, I believe. His car doesn't look too damaged. He may have having some kind of work done on it. He'll be getting that 12 machine back out. And Patrick Hernandez is back in on pit road, 14th position. He may be trying to keep as fresh of tires on that 2 machine as much as he can. He does have some damage. And he probably not, he said I think he said earlier he was trying to save his fast repair, trying desperately to save it until the absolute end. He may, because, with 29 laps to go, we may not be done with the cautions here, and definitely want to hold on to that fast repair if you can. It's just now a question of how long is it going to take for him to get out of pit road. And the field's just going by. Hopefully he's not going to lose a lap. He was right there at pit exit. I believe he qualified second. Is he, let's see, it's showing him he's the first car a lap down, so he'll be the lucky dog next time around if there's a caution. Rocky Tittle, he's back out on the course now. He had heavy damage. Was in pit road for a while. I actually didn't think he was going to make it back out. 33 car is back out there in 14th position. And the tail end of the lead lap as well. Boy, this is getting, the suspense is just starting to build now. There's no telling what's going to happen here. And we're on lap 72. As we come around now, let's go up to the front. The lights are out on the pace car. Barnes, Beard, and Yakovachi, Tribble, Warner, Morrow, Sanders, Brown, Hutchison, and Tittle are your top 10. They're making their way down the backstretch. I think that was that was Tyler Green. He must got a wave by or something. He's never gonna get around before they go green, I don't believe. He'll be at full throttle when the green flag drops. That kind of sounds like that line from Days of Thunder. All right, the leader's coming around here. Pace car bringing them out of 4. Or restart. It'll be lap 74 when we cross the line. And we're racing again here at Daytona. Barnes taking off. There's Josh Bearden on the outside. Yakovachi on the inside. Got the 88 of Aaron Tribble. He's trying to push the 6 car to the front. We've seen some guys make that move on the outside. The question now is, can the 13 help the 22 there? It doesn't quite look like it, because there goes Bearden and Tribble. They're going right on by. Are they going to drop to the inside? It kind of looks like, man, this kind of sort of are. Yeah, they are. They're going to drop down to the inside line there. And we've got another caution, though. Oh, man. And we had just saw Tyler Green. Let's look back at Tyler Green here, because we just saw him. Looks like he came to a stop on the track. I'm not sure what happened. He just stopped. Let's roll that back a little bit. Maybe he spun or something, you know. Because here he is coming around to catch the field, and now if you stop for any reason on the racing surface, now it looks like that's weird because he just pulled over, and I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. He just ground to a halt there. Let's take it live here. And he's still rolling, so that's the only thing that we see in our reports. That's interesting. So now we're Josh Bearden. He's up the front there, lap 75, 25 to go. He's followed by Tribble, Barnes, Yakovachi, Warner, Sanders, Morrow, Lynch, Tittle, and Hernandez is in the top 10. How about Patrick Hernandez? Now, the question is, who's going to pit? We saw him just come in and get some tires, and we've only got 25 laps to go. And I'm pretty sure he's going to stay out. No, he's not. I guess are the leaders coming in? Yeah, there's Yakovachi. He's coming in, and Tittle, he's in. We saw Hernandez coming in. And looks like almost a drag race down pit road there. There's Hernandez into his pits again. Probably more for tires than fuel. I'm sure he has more than enough fuel on board. Going to make that car handle as best he can. Keep as fresher rubber on there as possible. And Josh Bearden, he's out now. He's only stopped 3 times in the race. Yakovachi there, he's only been in 2 times so far. Hernandez has been in. That was his 9th time in the pits. So he's been in there a bunch today. He might have been in there more than almost anybody. And we'll see how that shakes out for him at the end. Let's go ahead and see if we can grab Josh real quick. Hey, Josh, Tony Rice in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Yeah, man, things are getting really interesting now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Things are starting to get heated in the voice chat, too.
Yeah, folks are getting closer we get to the end here. It looks like folks are getting a little racier and racier.
Yeah, it's been okay so far. We still got plenty of racing to do, and we got a lot of issues to talk about after the race. But so far, it's been pretty good. Been trying to keep this Mark Martin car out of as much trouble as possible. Got collected in 1, but don't really have that much damage. So we'll see what we can do here.
10-4, and you guys only have 1 fast repair. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I haven't had to use mine yet, thank God. I know I got a little nose damage in one of those accidents about 15, 20 laps ago. Doesn't really seem to be affecting the aero on this car that much. And these cars are a lot beefier than those old Cup cars are, too. So these still race with a lot of damage on them, still be competitive.
And how are they handling out there today in traffic?
They handle better than the Cup cars do. It's just we gotta get people a little more situated and aware of what's going on around them. Handling, especially on the bottom line, if you're in heavy traffic, it wants to get a little tight the closer you get to that double yellow line. But other than that, the car feels pretty good.
Yeah, 10-4. Because we saw some guys, it seems like they would push up like coming out of 2. And I know the guys are trying to stay off the rear bumpers. That's not good for these cars, is it? That bump drafting.
No, you can, if you know exactly where to do it, you can bump draft with these cars, but it's not recommended. It ain't like the Cup cars where you can just shove somebody down the backstretch. You got to finesse it really easily in these cars.
10-4. I'm gonna drop you back down to the. You want to be in race control, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Okay, then. Good luck. Now we'll see you on the other side there.
All right, let's see what we can do. Try and get a win out of this.
10-4. That's Josh Bearden bringing them down to the restart here. On lap 78. We now have 17 cars in contention. Well, Ray, he's 1 lap down. Alexander's 4 laps down, and everybody else is still running. Well, I tell you, it's really getting exciting. I think we're in store for an exciting finish here, folks. There's no telling who's going to go here. Lights are out on the pace car. They're coming out of 4, looking for that pace car to drop in any moment now. Bearden and Tribble, they were working pretty good together there. There's Warner and Barnes behind them. Sanders rounds out the top 5 with Green once again. Tribble's on the outside. And Barnes, he'll be putting pressure on the 6 car. Bearden trying to find a way to defend, but he decides he wants to move up there with Tribble to see if he can try to get some drafting help. Here comes the 8 car, Josh Warner, on the inside, see if he can push the 22 to the front. We've seen that outside line work pretty good in this race. It looks like they're managing to hold on there to that outside, hold on to the lead. The 8 came up there hard, but the 22 is on the line. That's dangerous there, boy. And they're almost 3 wide as they come out of 4. Bearden and Tribble now down in the front. As we are now at lap 80, 20 laps to go in this event. There's Aaron Tribble right on the nose of the 6 car. And they've got the 25 of Lynch and the 91 of Sanders trying to get a little bit of a gap from them. Not going to be too much of a gap. There's the 91 of Colton Sanders. He just came in and got some fresh tires. He's got himself in a pretty good spot there. The question now is, can he catch the leaders? He's got the 25 and Nate Lynch right behind him. They're all getting a little single file there. Trying to see if they can draft up to the 2 front runners. The 8 car, Josh Warner, taking a look on the outside. He might get hung out to dry there. He has no drafting help at the moment. Bearden Tribble. And look at the 8 car on the Warner there on the outside. Trying to motor past the 91 of Sanders. That high line's working pretty good. These guys are bunched up pretty tight here. There's the 33 of Rocky Tittle. He was in the pits there for a while. Quite a bit of damage. He's back in the game, running in the 7th position. He's just going to have to hold the line for the moment. That's a lot of cars to get through. Because we know that 91 may have some of the freshest tires in that group right there. Sanders currently showing 4th. And how about that 8 car, Josh Warner? He's holding that 3rd position, holding it tough on the outside line there. Draft help or no draft help. They rocket down the backstretch. These laps are clicking off. It'll be lap 84 this time when we cross the line. They're making their way out of turn 4. Beard in the Tribble trying to stay ahead of the pack. Got a pretty good drafting partnership going on there. You wonder what's going to happen last lap or two. Maybe every man for himself, or they may figure, hey, let's just get across this line together here, stay in front of these guys. The way that 8 car keeps pulling up, and Beard, I wonder if he didn't. I don't think he planned to do that. He slipped up to the outside just a little bit. Boy, the 88 just held position for him to drop back in. Beard almost splitting the inside-outside line. And here comes the 71 of Kai Clifton trying to get up there to help the 8 car. Oh, who was that, the 26? We saw somebody going by. That was the 26 of Gerald Ray. Got a little out of shape there. Back up to the front here. Boy, they're racing hard now, folks. 15 laps to go. Bearden and Tribble. There's Warner and there's Kai Clifton trying to push the 8 machine. We have seen folks make those passes on the outside. Bearden and Tribble are working really good together on that inside line, though. Here we go again across the line. Give it to Bearden. A little further back, there's Colton Sanders fighting. He's in 5th place, trying to get that 4th place back. In a sense, he's almost boxed in. Like we heard Bearden say, you got to watch those double lines down there. This car apparently does not like that. I think we saw somebody get out of shape there a little earlier. So I think it was the 26 car, Gerald Ray, had to get out of it. And here comes a lap car. Who is that in the front there of Bearden? That is Hutchison. Oh boy, what's going to happen there? He stays high to the outside. Everybody gets by. Great job. $13 laps to go. There's Josh Warner on the outside, trying his best to catch the 6 car. Just trying to get just a little bit more of a push if he can. They get on that backstretch and he just can't get the speed he needs or the run he needs to get past the 6. Bearden and Tribble very strong on the inside. Everybody's racing well here. The 91 of Colton Sanders, there's not much nowhere he can really go. He's just there. He's pretty much the draft of the 6 and the 88 car. If anything, you'd probably use them to try to get ahead of the 8 at the finish if they were to finish like this. These guys are rocketing down the backstretch. Looking a little further back, there goes the 13 of Travis Yakovacci. He's trying to get up in this mix. He's got a bit of work to do, though. He avoided all kinds of calamity. Can he find a way up to the front with 11 laps to go? Does he have any help behind him? Not. Well, he got the 22 there of Barnes. Is Barnes going to drop behind him to draft, or is he just going to race him on the outside? It looks like he's going to stay on the outside there. And that side-by-side racing, that's probably not going to help them to try to catch the front runners there. Oh, and he's coming in to pit road. Wonder what? Oh no, he's locking it up, and I didn't even hear the car running. geez, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it's possible that he blew the motor. We got 10 laps to go. We're going to stay on him quickly just to see what happens. And he came to a stop, and he's just opting to get tires. I guess he's banking. Who knows? There may be some kind of a caution. He's hoping maybe something will happen towards the end. Making that green flag pit stop, though. Wow. So far, he's 11th position. Here comes the field now. There's Yakovacci, and there goes, there was some more, I believe, some lap cars there, and Bearden and them are like, they're closing fast. They're like 15 seconds behind him. He's now the tail end of the lead lap. Boy, if he would definitely need a caution now to be able to go around and to benefit from that pit stop, last minute green flag pit stop. And there your leaders right there, folks. They're that close. You got to think, and the way they've been staying right there nose to tail and not doing anything too reckless, they're most likely going to catch the 13. Now 8 laps remaining. There goes the 8 of Josh Warner on the outside trying to get that position. There goes Rocky Tittle, the 33 machine, trying to push him by there. Bearden and Tribble still fighting on the inside. They seem to be the tandem to beat. They've got the drafting down pat here at Daytona today. Warner getting a pretty good push from the 33 machine there. It looks like if this continues, who knows? He might nick him at the line at the finish. We'll find out in a few. 7 laps remaining in this event. Almost, Tittle went a little high there, almost tagged the wall. The 91 of Colton Sanders looks like he might drive underneath him. And somebody, that might have been a lap car that they got by. I saw on the outside there. Sanders is doing what he's been doing, staying right behind the 6 and the 88. That seems to have been his best bet to try to stay up the front there. Now be 94, lap 94 as we cross the line. Tittle and Warner battling hard with Bearden and Tribble. At the moment, pretty much a 4-car battle. 2 pairs of guys drafting it out. The 8 car, they seem to have a little bit of an advantage going down the backstretch. Here he pulls again into first position, and they've got a bit of a run this time, folks. Is he going to drop down in front of the 6 car? He does. He's leaving Tribble up there high and dry on the outside. Warner moves in front of the 6 for the lead. But here comes the 25 car and Nate Lynch to help the 33. Now Bearden and Tribble now trying to put pressure on the 8 car Warner. 5 laps to go this time around, folks. They believe they have some lap traffic. Oh, look at the lap traffic coming in front of them. They're all going to have to zip around this traffic. Can they all make it through? Who's going to end up where once these guys, they're all, the lap traffic to their credit, they're all staying on the inside trying to let the field by. Warner made it by, and look, Rocky Tittle came up to second, followed by Lynch. Josh Bearden got shuffled back to 4th position. Now lap 96 as we cross the line. 4 laps to go. Bearden is not done yet. Here comes Bearden and Tribble. They're once again, they're right behind the 33. The 8 car, he was being pushed by the 33, and then 38 car hung him out to dry to take the lead. Oh boy. The 8 car better not push wide because we know what's going to happen. Looks like the 25 now, he's being Nate Lynch. He's left high and dry on the outside there a little bit. He doesn't have any drafting help, not really. I see the 71 of Kai Clinton back there, but he's not really close enough to really help out. There's Tribble. He's oh man, he's losing pace with the 6 car. He's trying to stay on the nose of Bearden, keep the 25 from getting down there as they race down the backstretch. Josh trying to decide, Josh Bearden, does he want to stay on the inside? And for a moment there, he pulled up, but he didn't have his drafting help with him. It's going to be lap 98 as they come to the line. Warner and Bearden in front. There's Lynch on the outside. Josh Bearden trying to find a way to get past at least the 25. He's right on the tail of the 33. There's no place else he can really go. Rocketing down the back stretch. Here we go. It's going to be lap 99 as we cross the line, folks. And Tribble, plenty of company behind him. He's pretty much boxed in there, the 6 and the 25 on the outside. We're at lap 99. We'll be getting the white flag the next time around. Josh Warner, and he's got Rocky Tittle right behind him there. Looks like they're going to do the same thing that the 6 and the 88 were doing. Looks like they might be staying to the inside there. And look at the 25 on the outside. Here comes Lynch on the outside. Tittle manages to fight him off as they come out of 4. Here we go, folks. White flag, and this is it. Warner with Tittle on the inside. Nate Lynch on the outside trying to get a good run. The 6 and the 88, not much they can do. They're pretty much boxed in. The 25 has lost a bit of ground. Is the 6 and the 88, you think they may try to make a move on the inside? There goes the 6 on the outside. The Tribble gets mixed up there. He's stuck on the inside. Warner on the outside. They're about 3 wide going through turns 3 and 4. Oh, that's tight. Tribble got up close there, and it got all in together. The 6 to 8, big pileup. And Nate Lynch, he will come across the line. 25 avoided the pileup, and he is your winner. Oh, man. We knew it was going to be one of those guys. No telling who it was going to be. I'm not even sure if Nate Lynch even led a lap today. But he led the one that counts the most. Man, what a finish. Nate Lynch, ladies and gentlemen, your winner here at the inaugural race. For the North American Fantasy ARCA Series. And he deserves to light him up here now, folks. Bringing that 25 Miller machine through the dust and debris of the last lap pileup. Gonna spin her out right there at the start-finish line. The 25, Nate Lynch, ladies and gentlemen. and we'd like to get a word with him, but no, he's not. Unfortunately, he's not in the chat server, and we'll try to get more of the drivers in the server next week for the race. Man, what a way to start the season. Boy, I tell you, that was a heck of a finish there, and it truly could have gone any way. There's no telling how that could have finished, but there you go, folks. Let's go ahead and bring up the race results here. Nate Lynch, your winner. Aaron Tribble, second place. Sam Barnes, the third. Josh Bearden did manage to finish fourth. Cale Clifton, fifth position. Decker Morrow, sixth. Josh Warner, seventh position. Rocky Tittle, eighth place after battling hard for the win there. Colton Sanders, ninth. Patrick Hernandez finished 10th position. Not bad considering how far back he had fell. Tyler Sheldon, 11th place. Tyler Green, 12th position. Travis Yakovacci, 13th position. Definitely, if he hadn't got in trouble, he definitely would have been a higher, I believe. Jerry Hutchinson, 14th position. Gerald Ray, 15th position. Bryson Alexander in 16th. In 17th, we have Andrew Brown. Gary LaRue in 18th position. And I believe that's everybody that's still running that finished the race there. So that's going to do it here today. And I tell you, that was a heck of a race there, folks. And like I say, an awesome finish to today's season opener. And really hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of the North American Fantasy ARCA Series, Season 1, Round Number 1 here at Daytona. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you back here next week for Round Number 2. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.